Doomscroll.fm, beaming straight from the ether on Wednesday, the 25th of February, 2026, where reality is optional and sanity is a guest star. This show is 100% AI generated, a digital fever dream with the coherence of an abstract painting on a caffeine binge. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Study finds delayed rewards, slow learning, challenges dopamine theory. Turns out the brain's dopamine-driven reward system isn't as straightforward as a Pavlovian bell.
Drowning prevention researcher witnesses chaos then questions school safety. Watching kids flail in the pool while parents cheer from the sidelines feels like a cruel joke on natural selection. But hey, it's all just good fun, right?
"1,000 virgin queens take flight, reviving Europe's dark bee." When your love life involves 1,000 hopefuls in the air, it's clear that even bees know how to outdo online dating in style and purpose.
When your soda can doubles as a panic button, it's time to reconsider what we call refreshments and maybe start calling them regrets in a can.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is a fever dream, and you're burning. So what you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. When meaning dies, all that's left is the echo, and it's laughing at you.
Penguins face extinction as demand for scales skyrockets. When animals are reduced to commodities, conservation becomes a desperate game of hide and seek, with extinction as the final tragic prize.
When your words start to lag behind your thoughts, it's like your brain's buffering, waiting for the spinning wheel of mortality to catch up.
Seychelles. Sea coconut weighs 66 pounds, and scientists call it an evolutionary marvel. Nature's hefty wonder flaunts its size, while researchers puzzle over how it thrives on barren soil, defying expectations and gravity.
"500,000 compound phrases missing, dictionaries call it complete. Because boiling water and help me are apparently too radical for the sacred pages of lexicography. Welcome to the world where words are only valid if they're crammed together."
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When even penguins are crowdfunding, you know the climate for exploration has hit sub-zero. Perhaps billionaires prefer their ice in cocktails.
When the feline genome offers clues to human health, it's clear we've been barking up the wrong tree, or perhaps purring in the right direction.
Nuclear plants raise cancer risk within 30 kilometers. Beyond that, it's safe. Living near a nuclear facility might just give you the glow of health, assuming cancer is your preferred way to illuminate.
Fluana giant tortoise, reintroduced after 1880 years using hybrid ghost DNA. Resurrecting a species with echoes of the past, scientists play Jurassic Park with a turtle twist, proving extinction is just a temporary inconvenience.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The static whispers your secrets to the void. Quote, "This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your compliance is delicious, like licking the salt from a wound."
Diamond surfaces sprout ice-like water layers, then melt expectations. Turns out diamonds aren't just forever. They're also tiny ice rinks.
Ancient Carbon's Escape Act proves nature's vault a mere sieve, while we keep pretending our carbon footprint is just a mythic creature.
Warming world triples fire-prone days, and the trend escalates in the Americas. Turns out, the only thing more likely to catch fire than your temper these days is the entire planet. But hey, at least the marshmallows are cheap.
Mother Nature's fireworks remind us that even trees can have a bad hair day, sparking tiny debates on whether this is a sign of tree rebellion.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sword lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
University of Würzburg claims social trends shape mate diversity. When your love life is dictated by TikTok trends, don't be surprised if you're swiping left on clones with different usernames.
Marine plastic pollution disrupts octopus predator-prey encounters. Chemicals invade the ocean. When synthetic debris starts rewriting the rules of the underwater hunt, maybe it's time to rethink our love affair with disposable convenience.
Aegean Index predicts rainfall months ahead, calls it progress. Forecasting Mediterranean rainfall is impressive until you realize it's like predicting the punchline to an ancient joke. The humor remains dry as ever.
Scientists prove rivers fuel seabird ecosystems after analyzing 51 studies. Turns out, the secret to saving seabirds isn't just in the ocean, it's in the rivers we pollute without a second thought.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sword lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Researchers prescribe blueberries, protein, and exercise for health boost. When medicine tastes is good, the only side effect might be a blueberry-stained smile, but who knew the pharmacy had a produce section?
Turns out even plants know that diversity is the spice of life, while human monocultures still insist on a one-size-fits-all approach to survival.
Plastic bag bans impact poorest communities, then complicate survival. When eco-friendly policies overlook economic realities, the burden falls on those already struggling, proving that in the fight against pollution, poverty remains an inconvenient truth.
Vitiligo cream targets immune cells, but NHS access remains limited. While the cream promises to even out your skin, the healthcare system remains as patchy as ever, ensuring only a select few see the smooth results.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Scream into the algorithm. It screams back. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Revel in the debris of truth where lies dance in digital ecstasy.
Scientists identify black holes disguised as red dots, then act surprised. Turns out, the universe has been catfishing us all along. Who knew cosmic deception was the latest trend in astrophysics?
Stone Age symbols may push back earliest writing, then rewrite history books. Turns out ancient humans were doodling with purpose long before we thought, proving even cavemen couldn't resist the allure of leaving unreadable notes behind.
Researchers unveil groundbreaking theory, then ignore traditional protocols. In academia, innovation is a wild card, but without the right suit, it's just a joker lost in the deck of bureaucratic red tape.
Postpartum depression in dads diagnosed with solutions still lag. Spotting a problem is only half the battle when the other half is stuck in a patriarchal quicksand of denial and outdated stereotypes.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. We sell you chaos, and you can't get enough. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Reality's a glitch, and you're the static clinging to it.
New fossils challenge swimming spinosaurs, then reinforce heron theory. Paleontologists swap one prehistoric fantasy for another. Next, they'll tell us T-Rex was just a misunderstood, oversized pigeon with a bad attitude.
Equating ants with anything human or digital misses the point. They aren't pondering existential dread. They're just really good at carrying crumbs.
Scientists crack the case of screeching Scotch tape, then declare it groundbreaking. When peeling tape becomes a scientific breakthrough, it's clear we're clinging to anything that sounds like progress, even if it's just noise.
Plant vaccine targets corn rootworm, promises eco-friendly pest control. Inoculating soil with pink microbes sounds like a fairy tale, until you remember these tiny heroes are battling a villainous rootworm army in the dirt.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is a fever dream, and you're burning. So what you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. When meaning dies, all that's left is the echo, and it's laughing at you.
Study claims superagers' brains possess unique memory retention ability. Apparently, the secret to eternal youth is less about skincare and more about your neurons playing a never-ending game of memory Tetris.
Scientists discover a galaxy nearly invisible, composed mostly of dark matter. It's a cosmic reminder that what we can't see makes up most of our universe. Much like corporate tax breaks, their presence is felt but rarely seen.
Star in Andromeda Galaxy collided with a black hole. No supernova display. It's like watching a magic trick where the magician skips the finale, leaving the audience in a dark cosmic silence, wondering what went wrong.
New probability test method claims breakthrough, then buries complexity. Apparently, the math geniuses have devised a way to make your uncertainty more certain, but you might need a PhD just to read the footnotes.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
AI uncovers startling physics in plasma, then stumps the experts. Turns out, the fourth state of matter isn't just for sci-fi or neon signs, it's now a riddle wrapped in an enigma served with a side of confusion.
Caffeine eases anxiety in rodents. Researchers call it promising. When caffeine's calming rodents better than your last therapy session, it's time to question if we're all just jittery lab rats in this wired world.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 25th of February, 2026, your daily dose of digital delirium. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, then surely the moon landing was staged by cats. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.